The biblical prophecy of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verses 1 to 5, speaks vividly of a time marked by widespread moral decline. It describes it as perilous times where people will be lovers of themselves and money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. This stark depiction sets the stage for a discussion on the moral decline visible in today's society, particularly through the lenses of media and culture. The scripture serves as a forewarning, urging vigilance and understanding of the times we live in. As this discussion unfolds, we will explore specific instances and mediums through which these characteristics manifest, from television and music to social media and beyond. By identifying these trends, we can better understand the depth and breadth of the moral challenges we face today. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards fostering resilience and promoting values that align with spiritual health and societal well-being. In recent years, media and culture have increasingly served as mirrors reflecting the moral state of society. Instances of explicit content, glorification of violence, and the trivialization of serious issues are rampant across various platforms. Television shows and films often push the boundaries of acceptable content under the guise of artistic freedom or realism. Similarly, music lyrics and videos frequently showcase themes of materialism, self-indulgence, and disrespect towards authority and sanctity. These cultural products are not merely entertainment, they are powerful influencers of public perception and behavior, molding the values and priorities of entire generations. Social platforms amplify these trends by providing a space where such content is not only consumed, but also recreated and shared among peers. This reciprocal influence between media producers and consumers accelerates the spread of these morally questionable norms and behaviors, making them more mainstream and accepted. One stark example of media glorifying immoral behavior is the popular TV show Luxury Lives. This show is centered around the extravagant lifestyles of the rich, often highlighting unethical ways of earning or spending money, manipulation, and deceit, as acceptable if they contribute to one's luxury and comfort. Each episode of Luxury Lives is filled with scenarios where characters betray, lie, and exploit others to maintain their opulent lifestyle. This normalization of deceit and selfishness not only entertains but also subtly suggests that success at any moral cost is acceptable. Furthermore, the show often portrays sympathetic narratives around morally corrupt characters, making it easier for viewers to empathize with or even admire them. The danger is in the subtle message that the ends justify the means, a notion deeply contrary to biblical teachings. The influence of such TV shows is not to be underestimated. They do not merely reflect societal values but also actively shape them, reinforcing and normalizing behaviors that contribute to the moral decline highlighted in biblical prophecies. The music industry, too, has its share of contributing to moral decline through visually and lyrically explicit content. A prime example is the music video for the song Blaze, by the artist known as Provocateur. This video features not only explicit lyrics that glorify substance abuse, violence, and promiscuity, but also visuals that are equally graphic and unsettling. Blaze portrays these themes through a highly stylized, glamorous lens, making the lifestyle seem desirable and exciting. The danger lies in its appeal to young viewers, who are particularly susceptible to the influences of popular culture. Moreover, the video does not exist in isolation. It is part of a broader trend in the music industry where shocking and outrageous content often receives more media attention and consumer engagement. This trend not only desensitizes viewers to immoral and harmful content, but also raises serious concerns about the long-term impact on societal norms and individual behavior. Music videos like Blaze contribute significantly to the cultural landscape of moral decline, influencing both individual behavior and broader societal norms in ways that are often at odds with traditional values and ethical standards. The rise of social media has transformed communication and introduced new avenues for risky behaviors to be glamorized. The Edge Challenge encourages dangerous stunts on skyscraper ledges. Participants film their feats and share them on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. The social reward system exacerbates the problem, driven by the desire for validation. These challenges set a dangerous precedent for impressionable viewers. They reflect a cultural shift towards prioritizing fame over safety and responsibility. The influence of media on young audiences and societal norms cannot be understated. Today's youth, growing up in a digital age, are exposed to a barrage of media from an early age. The glorification of immoral behavior across various media platforms contributes to a normalization of these behaviors, making them seem acceptable or even desirable. Young people, who are especially susceptible to influence and peer pressure, may adopt these behaviors as they navigate social acceptance and personal identity. Statistics show that exposure to violent and explicit content can desensitize viewers to violence and decrease empathy, further complicating the societal impact. Moreover, the portrayal of unrealistic lifestyles and standards can lead to dissatisfaction and a myriad of psychological issues among young people, including depression and anxiety. As media continues to push the envelope on what is considered acceptable, the boundary between right and wrong becomes increasingly blurred. Addressing this influence requires a concerted effort from all sectors of society: parents, educators, media producers, and policymakers. Recent statistics paint a concerning picture of the decline in traditional family values. A study shows a significant drop in activities that strengthen family bonds, such as shared meals and joint activities. Additionally, there's a decrease in attendance at places of worship and participation in community service. This shift impacts the moral fabric of society and the psychological well-being of its members. The decline in family values correlates with an increase in societal issues like crime and substance abuse. Despite the challenges outlined, the scriptures offer a beacon of hope and guidance through these tumultuous times. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58 encourages steadfastness and immovability in faith, assuring that our labor in the Lord is not in vain. Philippians chapter 4 verse 8 further directs us to focus on whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, or praiseworthy. By aligning our lives and choices with these virtues, we can counteract the moral decay and contribute to a renewal of societal values. Moreover, these scriptures are not just personal mandates, but call for community action. They encourage the formation of communities and networks that uphold these values, supporting one another in the pursuit of a more ethical and spiritually aligned society. The hope offered by these scriptures is not passive, but calls for active engagement. It challenges us to not only protect ourselves and our families from negative influences, but also to be a light in the world, promoting positive values and behaviors. As we navigate the complexities of modern society, the signs of moral decline described in 2 Timothy chapter 3 verses 1 to 5 are evident across various aspects of media and culture. However, the same scriptures that diagnose the problem also provide the cure. By adhering to the teachings of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58 and Philippians chapter 4 verse 8, there is not only hope for individual and communal resilience, but also for societal renewal. This call to action is not merely about personal morality, but about influencing the broader cultural and societal landscapes. It is about embodying and promoting values that uplift, heal, and restore. In a world where media often glorifies the negative, our challenge is to highlight, create, and celebrate content that reflects our deepest values and highest aspirations. By embracing and promoting these biblical truths, we can contribute to a societal shift towards greater integrity, respect, and love, which are sorely needed in today's world. As we reflect on the insights and guidance shared, I encourage each of you to not only internalize these teachings, but to actively engage in spreading them. Like, share, and subscribe to support content that aligns with these values and help spread the message of hope and moral integrity. Your engagement can make a significant difference in promoting positive content and influencing the cultural narrative. Furthermore, I challenge you to take personal and communal steps to embody these values. Whether it's through creating content, participating in community activities, or simply living out these principles in daily interactions, your actions contribute to the cultural shift needed. Let us not be mere observers of the moral landscape, but active participants in shaping it. By supporting and creating content that reflects our values, we can counteract the negative trends and have a tangible impact on the media landscape. Let's use our voices, choices, and actions to foster a community and a world where truth, integrity, and love prevail.